All praises, honor, and glory goes out to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to you, brothers, pushing the word in sincerity and truth. Also to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth that may be listening. Okay, so this one will be on the spirit of respecters of persons, right? Because in reality, unfortunately, in this truth of words, you have men that have that spirit on them, you know, where they respect certain brothers over some, and I'll get more into that. But I'll just say this: men that don't have that spirit on them, they can clearly see it. You know, they can clearly see that demon of respect as a person. Because me, I can only speak for myself right now. I don't look at brothers any differently, no matter what rank you have. I look at all brothers the same. Right? Because I know Yahweh Hashem Shai is the one that has the power. You know, he's the one that lifts you up. He's the one that puts you in a position that you are in. He's the one that gives you the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that you may obtain right now. But all of that doesn't matter if you don't endure it to the end. So you got to always be humble and realize that, right? So let me read this first scripture here. This is Romans chapter 2, verse 11. And it says, "For there is no respect of persons with Yahweh Hashem Shai." Right, there's none. Yahweh Shema Shai does not have respect as a person. But guess what? Men do. Because it didn't say Yahweh Shema Shai and men don't. Men do. But men are not supposed to have respect as respect of persons, right? And in the Strongs, I'll read the last part. It says, and so prefers as the more worthy one who is rich, high-born, or powerful to one who does not have these qualities. So to translate that, it's an individual that prefers a man of higher rank, more knowledge. He sees him as more worthy. And then he doesn't treat the one with, doesn't possess all of those qualities the same. Because, this man is this, he's not on no level. That's respect as a person, because you're going to treat the one that you see as worthy with more respect. And unfortunately, again, men have that spirit in this truth. But there's no place for that in this truth, because it's not brotherly. That's not showing love to your brother, you know? You're not sincere. You're sincere to what you see as worthy. And that's not how it works in this brotherhood. You're supposed to treat all brothers the same. And I'll just read a few definitions. And this one says, one whose behavior towards people is influenced by their social status, prestige. Influence, in this case, it's influenced by the rank that a man has. You know, the reasoning that a man may have, or, you know, the knowledge, you know, of this truth, how they break down things. You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to look at the next brother that doesn't do it on the same level as, this brother is this brother is that. And you pretty much shit on him and make fun of him or laugh or say carnal things. Like you've made it. Like you're this guy that, you already crossed the finish line. You're on the chariots waiting for us. Like you got to check that spirit, man. And men that receive respect as a person, for the most part, they're not going to see it, because they're going to see the individual as a sincere person. But they're not really sincere, because they're sincere to you, because they see you as worthy of their respect, right? So it says, to be respecter of person is to practice discrimination, favoring certain people and not others. And you cannot be in this truth and in camps and be favoring one brother over the other based on his rank, or how he can break down scriptures and etc., because you're supposed to show all the same respect to all men in this truth, especially in camps. Yes, there's rank, and you respect the rank, and all brothers are not on the same level in camp, but that doesn't mean you don't show all brothers the same respect. Because the eyes of the Lord are recording these things. They know your thoughts. They know how you may, if you talk shit about a brother, and you're not correcting him or telling him his faults, but you're talking shit. You're off if you do that, right? That's the type of spirit people with respect as a person will have, because they think they got it. They think they made it. Like, wipe the mote out your eye before you criticize the next man, or look down upon the next man, you know. And this says, this is the meaning of being or respect as a person. This is different. This is someone that doesn't. It says is to treat all people the same way. And we're talking about the truth here. You're supposed to treat all brothers the same way. It's very obvious to men that don't think like that. When you treat different brothers differently, it stands out. And this is not something that is talked about or spoken about much in this truth, but men are aware of it. They're aware of it. Oh, I'm aware of it. So I'm sure, brothers that have been in this thing longer than me, they've seen way more stuff like that. They know exactly what I'm talking about. So let me get this right here. In the Collins Dictionary. So it says, no respect as a person whose attitude and behavior is uninfluenced by consideration of one's rank, power, or wealth. So again, it's clear as day, and I pray, Yahweh Shai, that, because I'm not perfect either. I have many things I need to work on, but I know for sure I don't have that spirit. I'm not sizing up men based on their rank and wanting to be amongst them. I don't want that, because there's too many demons there. Too many demons with rank and authority and all of that. It's not a place that I want to be. That's why the Lord gives it to men that don't want it. The ones that usually want it, they don't get it. They're the ones that you're going to see among men with certain rank. Not all the time, because men click with men. And men are cool with men. I'm cool with men in the truth, but there's no point in time where there's respect as a person. You may have an understanding with a brother, and you guys can reason and see eye to eye on things, but that doesn't mean that I don't respect that brother the same way I respect the brothers that are fellowshipping with me and serving Yahweh Shai just like me, because those are my brothers. I look at all brothers the same way. But unfortunately, not every man, what I learned is not everybody mean you well or see you the same way or see you as their equals, It's important not to behave like we've made it and we've already been at the end and we're perfect and we don't fuck up. It's important not to think like that, man. Because the Lord gives you the knowledge, and He gives you the rank that you have. You got to be humble about it. He didn't give it to you to look down on men and say, this man is this, he's weak in the spirit, he's this and that. Are you perfect? Why do you think you're so exempt from judgment? Because we're all judges. We judge everybody. Like, you're supposed to judge all men in your camp as well. I know I do. I can't speak for anybody else, but just like how I'm being judged, I judge as well, because that's the spirit that the Lord has put on all men. Or I assume, because I have the spirit on me to judge things and look at that and I analyze that, because we're on in our change of darkness, we're still eyes of the Lord, as it says here in 2 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 9, for the eyes of Yahweh Shai run to and fro throughout the earth, to show Himself strong in the behalf of those hearts who this is not the one that I want. Hold on there, the one in the Proverbs. Sorry. So this is Proverbs chapter 15, verse 3, and it says the eyes of Yahweh Shai are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. Now, you may. You can tell by men, they may say little things. They may say little slick things amongst men, and you might pick up and you're like, that's weird, But imagine what they are thinking by themselves. The eyes of the Lord, they're recording these things, man. You don't want to offend Yahweh's little ones. They're not yours, man. You got to show respect to all brothers the same way, man. Yes, there's ordered apostles on down, but there's still men just like us. Yes, they're counted worthy of double honor, so that's different. You show them a different level of respect. But men that you're laboring in camp, you should not be looking down on men, man, in a camp. That's an off spirit. It's not brotherly. Why? Because the scriptures say this. Right, so this is Romans chapter 12, verse 10, and it says, "Be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love." It's not brotherly to be looking down on men and showing more respect to a man with more authority in your eyes, and more knowledge, I should say, more knowledge in your eyes, right? And you're treating him differently because of those things. And then you're gonna look at a brother and say, he's this, he's weak, he's always doing this, he's always this, he's always that. It's off, you know. You're supposed to, as it says, in honor, preferring one another. So you're supposed to prefer all your brothers the same way, right? That's being brotherly, right? That's how I'm breaking this down. That's pretty much what it's saying. You're not supposed to prefer just one. It's a one another. So it's saying like treat all brothers the same. Like we all believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, and I think we're all sincere. But sometimes you can be sincerely wrong. But it's not sincere if you show respect to brothers that meet your qualifications. Then you don't show the same respect to other brothers. It's just not sincere. And it's just something that I've observed and I've seen, and it's just like, damn, that's a demon, you know? And the last one I'll read here is in Acts. And it says, I think it's this is Acts chapter, I think 34, 10, chapter 10 and 34. And it says, "Then Peter opened his mouth and said, Oh, a truth I perceive, that God is no respecter of person." Right? So it's something that I, sincerely, I think about, and I hope that men like get rid of that spirit. It's just so silly because nobody has crossed the finish line as yet. We're all fighting for our salvation still. There's nobody here that, even though we are men that are of the elect, but we don't know. We're still living out the movie. The movie still has more time to go. It's not done. It hasn't been concluded. You haven't crossed the finish line. There's gonna be men that have been in this thing, and then they're gonna have it taken away from them. But I'm telling you, brothers with that type of spirit, well, I don't, unless they repent. How can you make it if you're doing that? You're not thinking spiritually. You're thinking very worldly. It's a worldly spirit. Women do that. Women size up men based on their cars and what they wear and what they own. Then they look at the next man that dresses more humbly and drives a simpler car. He may not wanna spend money on food all the time. He prefers to cook, and she's like, he's better. This one is better. He's more fun. Looking down on me. That's worldly. And then you have niggas that do that too. They may see you get women and they want to hang out with you because of that. Oh yeah, this guy, he's a guy. Oh yeah. And you got access to certain things, and you're a guy that is out there doing things. Men just want to be around you. While the next man, he's lame, he's this, he's that. That's a worldly spirit. That has no room in the truth. And I pray Hashem Shai never puts that spirit on me, because I do not look at head of the camp more than a brother that just comes in, or a brother that's watching sincerely, standing on the other side. We're all brothers, I don't know. I don't want to know what that's like. I just see the spirit. I'm like, that's weird. Like, why are you moving like that? Why are you saying the things you say? I just had to, bring out a few precepts, say my spiritual sense, speak my spiritual sense on this, because it's not something that's spoken about much, but I know men are aware of it, because I've seen brothers do videos on rank demon and stuff like that, right? And as I said earlier, I think I did, you have men that desire to be of a high rank, and men that don't desire to be of a high rank. Those are the men that usually get the position, because they have a more sincere spirit. You're not men that seek to get these things and want that are the ones that spirit is not in the right place. because it's a different ball game when you're looking up brothers a certain way, you know. Like fuck, I hope all brothers are, get, are on the same, page, and sincere, godly, have that godly sincerity, because respected persons have no place in this truth, right? It's not brotherly, because you have a spirit of canceling out brothers, writing off brothers at like you're perfect, perceiving yourself to be this righteous man. I know this and that and blah blah blah. It's stupid, bro. Just work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Make your calling and your diligence to make your election sure, roughly paraphrasing. Simple as that, man. Like, it's just a really ridiculous spirit, bro. Shalom.